Hello everyone! For this week's History Kids Club activity, we'll be trying our hands at quilling. Quilling is a craft where you make designs out of rolled or curled up pieces of paper and glue them to a flat surface. The name originates from the tool you use to curl the paper, which is typically a quill. The history of quilling can extend to many different continents. Some believe that this started in Egypt. Others believe this started in the 15th century when French and Italian nuns used quilling to decorate different objects within churches as opposed to spending more money on elaborate decorations such as metal or gold. It eventually extended into England in the 18th century, and it was a very common pastime for women because it wasn't considered too taxing for women to try their hands at it. Quilling can be used to decorate almost anything, from furniture to jewelry to cards. So today we're going to be trying to make our own quilling card, similar to the one that you see here. For this project, you're going to need a piece of thicker cardstock paper. You will also need thinner paper cut into thin strips that are about 1/4 of an inch wide. You're going to need glue, tape, preferably a paintbrush, a quill if you have one. If not, then you can use a pencil and you can help with that later, and scissors. The first thing you're going to do to create this example piece is make the border, which is the pink outer part of the heart. So we have 2 strips of paper here, and we are going to turn them into the shape of a heart and use tape to keep them secure. So you're going to tape the edges together, and then you're going to bend them into the shape of a heart. And it can be whatever size you would like it to be, however big your card is. If you want to fill the whole space, you can. And once you get that all taped together, the next thing you want to do is glue it onto the card. So this is where the paintbrush comes in handy. You could take some of your glue and you're going to paint the edges of the project, and then you're going to glue it onto the cardstock. You shouldn't need too much glue, and having this border will make the rest of the project a lot easier in the end, because then you have more of a direct outline to follow. So once you get the glue all the way around, you are going to glue your heart in place onto the paper and let it dry. Once the heart is glued in place on your card, the next thing you want to do is quill the strips of paper that you have cut. As I said earlier, they should be about 1/4 of an inch wide. You're now going to use your quill, and you want to cut a slit into the ends so that way you can slide your paper securely through the slit and hold it in place. And then you're going to wrap the paper tightly around the quill. As I said before, if you don't have a quill, this is something that you could use with a pencil as well. You just have to hold it down a little bit differently, but it still gives it the same effect once you roll it around. The quill just makes it a little easier to secure it in place. So you want to roll it very tightly around the quill, and then once you get to the end, you're going to hold it and then slide it off the quill carefully. And you're going to glue down the remaining edge. And secure it. And then you have a quilled piece of paper. The next thing you're going to do is now glue this to the project wherever you would like. and that's one piece. Now that you know how to quill a piece of paper, you can continue that process until you fill the remainder of the heart. If you want to change the shape of the quilled piece, all you have to do is bend it and you will be able to make a new shape. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting Alair Village, and we hope to see you in the village real soon.